Hello all, this is Dr. Sekimuthu. We are discussing about broadcasting and streaming techniques. In this, we are revisiting digital modulation techniques. So today, let's see about Hilbert transform in IQ modulation. Let us see the use of the Hilbert transform in IQ modulation. In this video, we will discuss about the Hilbert transform. This plays a very major role in some digital modulation methods. For example, OFDM and 8VSB, refer ATS in US version. So they are all using this particular Hilbert transform. So let's start with the sine and cosine signal. At the time t of 0, the sine signal has a value 0 and the cosine signal has a value 1. The sine signal is shifted 90 degree relative to the cosine signal. That is, it leads the cosine signal by 90 degree. We will see later that the sine signal is a Hilbert transform of the cosine signal. Last we will come to know that. So based on the sine and cosine functions, we can arrive at some important definitions. The cosine function is an even function. That is, it is symmetrical about t of 0. So that cos of x is equal to cos of minus x. Correct? That applies. The sine function, on the other hand, is an odd function. That is, it is half turn symmetrical about t of 0. So that sine of x is minus sine of minus x. That applies. The spectrum of cosine, that is its Fourier transform, is purely real and symmetrical about f of 0. F is equal to 0. The imaginary component is 0. You can refer figure number 20. The spectrum of the sine, that is its Fourier transform, is purely imaginary and half turn symmetrical. Refer figure number 20. Okay. The real component is 0. The above facts are important for understanding the Hilbert transform. For all real-time domain signals, the spectrum of all real components versus f is symmetrical about f of 0 or f is equal to 0. And the spectrum of all imaginary components versus f is a half turn symmetrical about f is equal to 0. So look at figure number 21. Look at figure number 20 and 21. You will understand. Okay. Any real time domain signal can be represented as a Fourier series. The superposition of the cosine and sine harmonics of the signal. The cosine functions are even and the sine functions are odd. Therefore, the characteristics previously stated now for a single cosine function or a single sine function also generally apply to a sum of cosine functions or a sum of sine functions. Let us now discuss about the Hilbert transform. Refer figure number 22 now. Okay. The figure number 22 shows the transfer function of a Hilbert transform. The Hilbert transformer is a signal processing block with a special characteristics. Its main purpose is to phase shift a sine signal by 90 degree. This means that a cosine is converted to a sine and a sine is to a minus cosine. It shifts by 90 degree only. The amplitude remains invariant under the Hilbert transform. This characteristics apply to any type of sinusoidal signal, that is any frequency, amplitude, phase. Hence, they also apply to all the harmonics of any type of time domain signal. This is due to the transfer function of the Hilbert transformer, which is shown in figure number 22. Essentially, it only makes use of symmetry characteristics of even and odd time domain signals. Examining the transfer function of the Hilbert transformer, we find All negative frequencies are multiplied by j. All positive frequencies are multiplied by minus j. J is a positive imaginary square root of minus 1. The rule j dot j is equal to minus 1. That applies. Real spectral components therefore becomes imaginary and imaginary components become real. Multiplication by j or minus j may invert the negative or positive part of the spectrum. Applying the Hilbert transform to a cosine signal, we can list out certain parameters, certain points. What are those? A cosine has a purely real spectrum symmetrical about 0. If the negative half of the spectrum is multiplied by j, a purely positive imaginary spectrum is obtained for all negative frequencies. If the positive half of the spectrum is multiplied by minus j, a purely negative imaginary spectrum is obtained for all frequencies above 0. The spectrum of a sine is obtained, right? This applies analogously to the Hilbert transform of a sine signal. By multiplying a positive imaginary negative sine spectrum by j, the second one, later one becomes negative, real, that is negative real. J dot j becomes minus 1. By multiplying the negative imaginary positive sine spectrum by minus j, the later becomes purely positive real, that is minus j dot minus j will become plus 1. The spectrum of a minus cosine is obtained in this case. The cosine to sine and sine to minus cosine mapping by the Hilbert transform also applies to all the harmonics of any type of time domain signal. So let me summarize. Summarizing, the Hilbert transform shifts the phase of all harmonics of any type of time domain signal by 90 degree. That is, it acts as a 90 degree phase shifter for all harmonics. Okay. We'll see the